Frederick Douglass, born Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey in February 1818 in Talbot County, Maryland, emerged as one of the most venerated figures in American history. Born into the brutal institution of slavery, Douglass's early life was marked by hardship and deprivation. The inhumane conditions he endured fueled his resolve to seek freedom and fight for the rights of African Americans. Separated from his mother at a young age, Douglass was subjected to the cruel whims of various slaveholders. Yet it was the clandestine lessons he received from Sophia Auld, the wife of one of his owners, that ignited in him a thirst for knowledge. Although Sophia's instructions ceased under her husband's command, Douglass clandestinely continued his education. Secretly learning to read and write, he understood that literacy was a path to liberation. In 1838, Douglass successfully escaped from slavery by disguising himself as a sailor and using borrowed free papers. He traveled to New York City and then to New Bedford, Massachusetts, where he began his life as a free man. It was here that he adopted the surname Douglass, inspired by the character in Sir Walter Scott's narrative poem, The Lady of the Lake. Douglass's formidable intellect and oratory skills rapidly garnered attention. He became involved with the American Anti-Slavery Society, and his autobiography, Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave, published in 1845, became a seminal work in the abolitionist movement. The narrative detailed his experiences as a slave and underscored the moral and intellectual injustices of slavery. The success of his book propelled him into the public eye, and Douglass soon embarked on speaking tours across the United States and the British Isles. Throughout his life, Douglass continued to advocate for civil rights. He recognized that the abolition of slavery was merely the first step toward achieving true equality. His speeches and editorials addressed the need for voting rights, educational opportunities, and fair employment for African Americans. Douglass also supported women's suffrage, understanding that equality must be comprehensive. During the Civil War, Douglass was a staunch supporter of the Union cause and urged President Abraham Lincoln to allow African Americans to serve in the Union Army. His persistent efforts led to the establishment of African American regiments, and he himself recruited soldiers for the 54th Massachusetts Infantry Regiment. Douglass's sons, Charles and Lewis, served in this regiment, showcasing the family's commitment to the fight for freedom. After the Civil War, Douglass held several public offices, including president of the Freedmen's Savings Bank and U.S. Marshal for the District of Columbia. In these roles, he continued to work tirelessly for civil rights, championing the causes of both African Americans and other marginalized groups. His later years were spent writing and speaking on issues of race, democracy, and human rights. Frederick Douglass passed away on February 20, 1895. His legacy as a fierce advocate for justice and equality endures. His life's work laid the foundation for future civil rights movements and continues to inspire those fighting against oppression. Frederick Douglass's story is a testament to the power of resilience, education, and unwavering commitment to the cause of human dignity and freedom.